All right. Good morning. Oh, all right. Hello, hello, hello. Ah. Hi, Candy. Hello, Arlene. Good morning, Tina. Oh, ooh, it's cold outside. At least there's no wind. Hi, Harry. How are you? How are you doing? Yeah, kind of, didn't expect you. Yeah. Well, thank you for waking up. Yes, I know. I need to clip your nails today. You're not happy. I know. I'll get it done. Hi, Sally. I know you're not happy. Your feeties hurt, huh? I know. Come on. I'll get you some treats. Yep. Yeah, we'll put them back here where the dogs can't get them, huh? Yeah. So, I have no plan for today. We're going to fly by the seat of our pants. Another snowstorm? Holy crap. I'll tell you what, Mr. Mike is not unhappy that he no longer lives there. That's for sure. That he no longer lives on the East Coast. He woke up this morning. It's almost 50 degrees outside. It's about 45 degrees. And he came outside in flannel pajama bottoms and a sweatshirt, socks and shoes, and his cap on his head. And he was like, I hate the cold. I freaking hate the cold. Oh, all right. Let me grab some stuff. I'll be right back. Okay. Get away from his treats. God. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. These one. Ah. Yeah, he needs to be careful out there. That is just ridiculous. Okay. Let's get this out of here. And that is what happens when you have way too many shims. Okay. I'm going to cut some of these out because I need some. I need some circles of fabric. Oh. Okay. All right. Yep, it's not going to be thick enough. Plate. That's a bed. See, that's a mobed. Ah. Good morning, Francis. Carla! So I'm gonna cut a few of these out because I need them for something. So all right, so the limit on the machine is 2 pieces of fabric. We've learned something. 3, not so much. It's okay. They don't have to be perfect circles for what I'm going to do with them. Well, now that one's on the floor. All right. So 2's the limit. Jenny! Oh. Yeah, I'm not a cold weather kind of person. I was when I was a kid, you know.
We were able to tolerate it when we were kids.
Then I got old, and I said, hell no. And I moved west. And then I moved southwest. I've been in the desert most of my life. least most of my adult life. God, I want to say like 16, maybe, when I moved to Arizona. Maybe 17. I don't know. I was young, and I've been in the Southwest ever since. Morning, Al. Yeah, I'm just not, just not a cold weather kind of gal.
What we didn't want to weather.
I'm not built that way, man. Get some red ones. I just grabbed a stack out of the scrap bin so I could see, maybe do some of these because I got a project I'm going to do. So I need some yo-yos. Need some yo-yos. Maybe I'll cut yo-yos for you guys, too. Maybe. Here, let's make some for Amy. Make some Amy yo-yos. Make them out of creepy fabric. -1 here right now. No. I have an answer to that. No. No, no, nobody, nope, nope. Hell no. Okay. Go. It's 52. All right, nobody's talking to you, Francis. We've all decided nobody wants to talk to you anymore. And this one, I love this fabric. This is a fun fabric, so we're going to do some of this as well. I could just do this for days, and I could put yo-yos in the sale. I have a huge bin of scrap fabric, and so I mean, technically, if you guys want yo-yos, I can throw some in the sale. $34 and pouring rain. Like I said, it's 43 here right now. That's at the airport, though. That's not where I live. I live up on the hill. So it's actually probably closer to 40 here. Did I hear fabric? Yes. I have a huge bin of, scrap fabrics from all different kinds of projects. And so I was looking for stuff to do with it, and I decided I'm going to do some yo-yo projects. Yo. So I really do like this one, and I got a lot of it, so we're going to cut a few sets of these. There we go. Oh, good Lord. Now, I have learned, cutting out these yo-yo circles, that the stitched border dies don't cut out as well. So I've learned that lesson. I did not call Carla a yo-yo. Oh, 100 fat quarters. Arlene's just starting trash. You know how she is. Oh, yeah. So here we go. So I woke up this morning and my ex's wife had texted me and she sent me a picture of a mugshot. She said, "Hey, do you remember this guy?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let me see." So I went to the article to see what it was. And it's a guy that used to be the assistant manager for a restaurant that my ex-husband managed, which was right next door to the magic shop that I managed. Maybe she's trying to get back into your brother's good graces. Who knows? Or maybe she's dying. So I went and looked it up to see what it was and what it was about. And so apparently he's been arrested in California and extradited back to Arkansas for 3 counts of essay on a minor under the age of 14.
Go lay down.
And apparently my ex-husband is upset with himself because when he was here, when the guy lived here, at one point during the holiday season, he told us that his wife and child went back to visit with family for the holidays, and he couldn't go because he couldn't get the time off. So he stayed at our house for a couple of days over the holidays because we didn't want him to be alone. So now my ex-husband is really ticked at himself and, basically wants to get on a plane and go kill the guy. He wants to non-alive him. Yeah, lots of scuzz buckets in the world. But apparently he got, he had a 2-day trial. Started on one day, ended on the next. Which to me says they had a lot of evidence. You don't get a 2-day trial if they don't have a lot of evidence. He was convicted and sentenced to 3 life sentences. With 0 possibility of parole. Let's see if we can get one more out of there. Maybe. We'll find out. I got one more. Everybody said, hi, Bert!
Morning, everyone.
No, he pled not guilty. He even fought the extradition. Apparently, they tried to extradite him from California, and it took like 8 months to extradite him. Because he fought the extradition. So I can't see that he would plead guilty. And to be honest, I don't think that the people that commit those kinds of crimes ever consider themselves guilty of crime. You know? Let's see. Snipping the threads, snipping the threads. Just barely. Got that one. Oh, you lucky woman. I still can't get a surgeon to do it. Although, I might get it done with this new guy because, I got to go in And they're going to have to go into my hand anyway because of the break over here. So I'm hoping that since they're already going to be doing that, he could just do the other at the same time. I don't get it. The biggest problem I've had with the surgeons is they want me to go and get like all these tests done. And so I'm like, oh, well, what are we doing? And then they explain the surgery. And basically, it's a local anesthetic, which is like what they put in your mouth for dental work, And I'm like, wait a minute. Why do I have to go get 19 different tests and scans and all this other stuff for what basically means you're going to numb my hand? If I went to the dentist and needed a tooth pulled, he's not going to order me to go get an EKG before he pulls that tooth. He's going to throw some numbing medication in there, give me a little laughing gas, and yank that sucker. I'm telling you, it's a scam. Oh, that's a good idea, Irene. There we go. More scrap. See, that's the thing. I got so many scraps, guys. Well, I went through everything in the garage. In my area there, where I have all my warehouse. And I went through everything. And I pulled... I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to go out in video so you guys can see what I did. But I had a filing cabinet on the other side of the area. Well, I moved that and put it in my area because, okay. So we have basically a 3-car garage. We have a 2-car garage door. And then where the other door should be is a window, because that is a section of the house that you can put a wall up and make it another part of the house. And so that is where Hubbard has his workshop on that side. And he has the front part of it. And then the back part of it is where my warehouse is. And so there's a wall that we've built here. Then there's a little wall. And then there's this diagonal wall. So this is my area. And I have shelves and cabinets and things out there to store my stuff. And on the other side of the garage, I had 2 filing cabinets that were full of, like family records and stuff. And so I told the kids, I said, come get your crap. I am done being the caretaker of your life. Come get your stuff or I'm throwing it out. And some of it, was not important, but some of it was. I make it a point to keep a copy of my daughter's divorce, a certified copy of it, because her ex-husband has a habit of popping up and trying to take the kids. Well, the problem with that is that she has full custody, not him. So,
Also in another country.
yeah, and he's in another country. So if he shows up, takes the kids, he could realistically take them out of the country without her knowledge. So, and the police here are like, well, unless you have a certified copy, we're not going to do anything. So I make sure that I keep a certified copy of her divorce decree here.
I don't have that problem with my ex-wife.
Yeah. Okay. So I told him, I said, come get your stuff, guys. I'm done. I'm done storing your life. So the kids came, they picked up their documents and stuff. I kept, like Mikey's because, well, he's not in state. It's not like he can come, pick his stuff up tomorrow. And Cassie, I kept her stuff too. I just moved it to the other filing cabinet. I condensed 2 filing cabinets into 1 filing cabinet and then moved 1 filing cabinet over to my area, where I then condensed 2 shelves worth of stuff into 1 filing cabinet. Okay. Yeah, get rid of it. Take it. Take your stuff. Because, if you ask them, you're like, hey, can I get rid of your 3rd grade, report card? They're like, no. And you're like, okay. So you hold on to those things. Can I hold on to that talent show certificate you got? No? Okay. And before you know it, you have like your kids' lives wrapped up in your storage, taking up 2/3 of your room. It's just a mess. So, we got to the move it or lose it portion of life. I love you, but mommy is not responsible for making sure that every little piece of paper that you've had over your entire lifetime is maintained. It's your job. You are an adult. Right? So, needless to say, all of their stuff left. And then I had the empty filing cabinet, so I was able to move that over to my area and get some shelves cleared and into the filing cabinet so that the stuff is not sitting out anymore. Mailed them to her. Here's your crap. Uh, all right, I have a stack of yo-yos. I know, you end up with all this stuff and they don't believe it. Let's see. Yeah, see, Tina, the thing with the EMG, see, that's the thing. Okay. When you go in and your doctor says, okay, you're that age, you got to go get your breast cancer exam. Okay. And I went through this with my mom about 24 times. So we go in and they give my mom this mammogram. Which studies show is not the most effective way to find breast cancer. The most effective way is actually an ultrasound. So you go in and they give you that mammogram, and then they find something, and then they give you an ultrasound and go, oh, yeah. Okay, you know what? I get it. Y'all are trying to be thorough, but let's not use antiquated science here. We know that a mammogram works better. Let's just do that right up front. Not to mention, it also prevents the cancer from being squashed, which can cause it to mastitize. You guys know what I'm talking about. And, this is the best one. The mammogram can actually cause damage to the tissue, which can actually cause cancer. How is this effective? Do they squash men's genitals? No, they don't. They take them in and they give them a nice little ultrasound. Nope, looks good. There are a lot of tests. And I'm not saying that a mammogram is not an effective, essential tool. I don't know that it's totally effective, but it is essential in some instances. But what I am saying is why are we doing tests that we know there's better science for, and we're still doing them? Tina went in. She had an extremely, if you've ever had that exam, that is an extremely painful test. First they jam a freaking rod into your arm. Then they shoot electricity down there, and they can see the exact same thing on ultrasound. So why do we go get the other test to begin with? Well, because it's antiquated, but it makes money. Yes, mammograms are hugely overused because it's one of those things where they're like, well, you hit this age, you got to go. But the thing is you don't. For most women, and I'm not saying all women, but for most women, if you don't have, here's the best one. Oh, this is the one I love the best. If you don't have any, contributing factors, it's not really an issue. Now, here's the thing. They can do a blood test and tell you through genetic testing if you will ever get breast cancer. Not like it's like if you have these genes, you're going to get breast cancer. And they know that. And yet, that's not a test that they offer. We had several years ago, Cassie was having a problem with her arm. It kept going numb. And so we went to the doctor, and the doctor gave her a referral to go to a specialist. We went to the specialist, and he did that electronic test in his office. And he goes, okay, well, we're going to set you up to get this test done. And I was like, okay. And she knew what it was because she went with me to get mine. And he goes, just set it up with my nurse when you're checking out. She'll set it up for you to come back. And we were like, okay. So we went out. The scheduling nurse actually looked at our insurance, saw what our deductible was, and informed us that was the exact amount of the test. That was exactly what that test was going to cost. Not the per person deductible, the family deductible. I'm sorry, to me that just says my greedy butt wants money. And I want more than what your insurance is willing to pay for this test. So I'm going to bill you the deductible. Oh, and by the way, he said it had to be in cash. Yeah, in cash. Love that part. So I'm going to bill you the maximum deductible that you would be responsible for, and then I'm going to bill your insurance. I'm sorry, that test is not really worth $1,500, let alone what he'd make by charging us and then billing the insurance. It's a machine that they bought, that they own, or, you know, they're making a payment on it. Usually they own it because it's kind of antiquated. And they're going to poke a probe into my arm, hit a button, get a reading, done. That's not worth $1,500. I don't care who you are. And the bigger your boobs, the more annoying it is too. I remember I took my mom in one time, and the gal said to my mom, well, we got to put your breast on this plate. And the plate was like this big. She said, well, we got to put your breast on this plate, and then we'll bring the other plate down, and we're going to get it, so that we can get a good picture of the breast material. And my mom was like, oh, I hate these things. And so I'm standing there because my mom had dizziness issues. And you have to kind of lean up on this machine. And my mom was really short, and she had to like stand on her toes, and it was not fun. And so we're standing there, and the lady puts my mom's breast up there, and then she proceeds to put the plates together. And then she goes, oh, she pulls them open again. She puts it back on, and she redoes it. And she goes, oh. So she looks at me and she goes, could you hold your mom's breast over here? Because it's squishing out. And I'm like, If it's squishing out, then it doesn't want to be tested. Let's move on. I am not going to stand here and hold my mama's titty while you take a picture. No. I mean, she's my mama, but, you know, that's awkward. There are just some things that you should not do with your mama. I think they should invent a test for prostate cancer or something. Testicular cancer that men should have to go through after a certain age. Like, oh, you're X years old. Well, now we need to check your junk, man. And they should have to go through it. And it should be, you know, like a mammogram. They should have to squish their junk.
Kind of tissue.
Shush. They should have to squish their junk.
It doesn't work like that.
And then, you know, and then go, well, we really couldn't see a clear picture, so we're going to do an ultrasound. If there was a test that they could do like that, I'm telling you, that should get straightened out quick.
Hey, Mike, this is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support calling on a recorded line. How you doing today, kind sir? Oh, it's a fun-filled day for me every day, my friend. Never the same thing twice, ever. Oh, always fun in tech support, really. Never, ever. And it's always fun and interesting because you never know what you're running.
And I'm not saying that any of these things are bad. They're good. But
how's that working out? What I've read through
seriously, come up with some better diagnostic tools, people.
How's things?
Put some nanobots in there or something. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to finish cutting this one,
Right.
And then we're going to get out of here. If you want yo-yos in the next sale, let me know, and I'll cut them and do them for you, and we'll put them in the next sale, because I got that huge bin of scrap fabric,
Okay.
most of which is cotton, sitting there just waiting for something to be done with it. All right.
Right, and or even, you know, just
I'm gonna call it quits. My hand's killing me. Besides, I have a nice pile to start with. So yeah, so I'm gonna make all these into yo-yos.
Huh.
And I got a project I'm gonna do with
Right.
it.
Right.
I wonder how many yo-yos I'd need to make a quilt. I don't know. This looks like about half a movie's worth of sewing, so.
Hey, just as a thought, I've got T-Mobile phone. You want me to try call
I will
it? Oh,
go out and sit in the living room and watch a movie. I'll cut twice as many of them as this, though. Go out and sit in the living room, and then I'll just sit there and stitch them all up. I can make yo-yos. Yo-yos.
I mean, I got nothing better to do than spend time with you right now. I save the world one ticket at a time, and right now you're up on the podium. So let's do what we can for you. And you know, if you're willing to wait, or I'm willing to try, you know, I'm definitely willing to try anything. You know.
Okay. So, this is it. The end of the line. Was it the right way? That was the right way.
Do you have a particular extension that's nearby you, maybe, that we can have them blind transfer it to? That way, you know. Oh, okay.
I'm not in the office.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, just, you know, it's spitballing ideas.
Okay.
You know, it's all good. Right.
Find the show. All right, ladies, so I'm out of here. So here's the deal. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, go and hit that button for me and subscribe, like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and then your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. Don't forget to check out the community tab here on the YouTube channel, or scoot on over to the Facebook group. There is a link in the description box below, and see what we got going on over there. I will be doing the updating today and tomorrow on the videos as I get them uploaded. It took a little longer than I thought to get them edited, but I'll get those done. Don't forget to join us for the Projects of 24 Challenge. This year we are doing 52 cards in 52 weeks in whatever style you choose, but we do have themes every week.
How quick are they for mine?
All right. So that's it. That's all I got. I will talk to most of you on Sunday for our not so family friendly feud,
Yeah.
and
Right.
Monday night for the Murder Mondays. Till I see you then. Stay well, my friends. Bye bye.
So, okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you on the line if we're just going to